regular in operations. Let's say we don't have any of this spending data available in the Pring. So how we are going to make our estimate? So for that we have another price. So in the similar way, we have been looking at the cost here. In the step one, the same, we need to calculate the fixed cost, rental cost and utility cost, which are fixed, and the variable portion. Now here you will see that we have ignored this calculation. So what we will do is only we will estimate the number of covers per day. So we will calculate the total customers in a month. So now now the total cost here is remain the same, 7,000, 15,000. Our revenue required total cost we need to recover is 22,000. Gross profit per margin, so gross profit per person we need to recover is $5. This is the money that we need to make from every person net, right? Now we need to know, whenever we are going to sell to anybody, there will be certain variable cost. So we are considering variable cost here as 15%, 30%, 10% on variable cost, food cost. At the moment we are just expecting 30%. Let's say we assume it here. So total becomes 55% now. So based on 55%, we need to earn at least $11.6 from every person, charge every $11.6 in an average, not including the service money, not including the service money, tax, or by meal period, right? So let's look at the meal period as well. We will look at it. Average service money is 1.16, then tax, then total money that we need to charge for a meal is 13.44. 13.44 is the whole day average. You will not be able to charge same price in the lunch, dinner and breakfast. So you need to divide this spending into each meal period. So how do we do that? We will estimate based on the average spending here. So we will estimate, okay, we will make certain estimate here how much average we think the customer would like to settle, would like to pay every for a meal period. So $7, $10, $15, and then what would be the percentage based on 12. So this calculation is based on the 12. This is ratio of average spending. So we're going to use this ratio, 58%. So means if the on an average customer is spending $12 in the restaurant, $7 means 58% of the 12 is they are spending in breakfast, 83% is spending in the lunch, and 124% of the average is spending in the dinner. So we will use these ratios to calculate how much money they should be spending in each restaurant. So it should be based on 13.44. So formula is wrong. So we can see, yeah, $7.8, $11.14 and $16.7. It should be the average spending. Now we can decide $7 is in breakfast. Usually you would eat only a coffee and a bread, or coffee and something else, maybe cake. So if the coffee is gonna cost you, let's say $4, the other thing can cost you maximum $4. So that would be the average price of your menu items. So for different menu items will cost differently based on the menu cost. So you have to make a guess what would be the most useful item. Let's assume if it's going to be only one major signature item, so we can use that as a percentage, and you can improve this equation, you can improve this model based on the available data in your restaurant. Then for lunch you may have a soup and a main course, you may have an appetizer and a main course, you may have a main course and a dessert. It depends on what are the features in your restaurant going to be, but one item would be definitely main course. So you can divide this $11 into two parts. Let's say your average main course should cost you $8, and soup and other thing should cost you $4. So that will give you an idea that okay, the average price should be somewhere about $8 to make you profitable. So you can use your menu items around 8%. But as we said, again, you have to consider the other factors such as qualitative factors, which we are going to discuss, but this is only based on the data. This will give you certain idea based on the model that we are building up here. For now, let's assume, if let's say that the average price that we are going to charge $13 is not going to be a price that you will be able to charge from your customers, depending on the location, on the geography or the target market. In that case, you need to play around with your model here. Means you may have to think about how we can reduce your variable cost, fixed cost. Can I reduce my food cost in a way? Can I reduce my variable cost in a way? Can I reduce my variable cost, overhead cost? So how I can play around the model, the business model of the restaurant to become profitable. So you have to see this is the idea that the model will give you to be able to calculate the fixed cost, to be able to see how the fixed cost will play out the things in the pricing. What should be the idea, what should be the variable cost to remain profitable and yet relevant in the market base, because it will affect your pricing, and it will help you to understand your average prices for main course, for dessert, for soup, or any other things that you are going to charge in your restaurant. And also you can work on the upselling targets in this upsell. What else you can sell to improve the average money that the customer are going to spend in this outlet or in this restaurant.